The Stonewall Uprising was a movement beginning on June 28, 1969. Members of the New York Police Department attacked patrons of a gay bar and inn called the Stonewall Inn, located in Greenwich Village in Manhattan, New York. The uprisings themselves were primarily led by black transgender women like Sylvia Rivera and Marsha P. Johnson. Since then, the Stonewall Uprising has been a turning point in the gay and transgender liberation movement. This was when members of the LGBT community realized it was okay to fight back against their oppressors. Today, gay and transgender pride movements take place across the world to celebrate and remember the Stonewall Uprising and its importance in queer history.
Oh, Betty, quiet down. Nothing. I've been trying to get up here all day for your gay brothers and your gay sisters in jail. They're writing me every motherfucking week and ask for your help. And you all don't do a goddamn thing for them. Have you ever been beaten up and raped in jail? Now think about it.
Sylvia Rivera was a transgender woman of color who was one of the founders of the Street Transvestite Action Revolutionaries, STAR, and the Gay Liberation Front in relation to the Stonewall Uprising. Her activism was one of the causes of the Stonewall Uprising, as she and her transgender counterparts began to resist the police attacks in the very beginning, prompting the rebellion. Activist Ricky Wilchins said, "In many ways, Sylvia was the Rosa Parks of the modern transgender movement, a term that had not even been coined until 2 decades after Stonewall."
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am stay-at-home for you called So. You can count your karma if Nirvana is your goal. You can shake and you can rattle. You can rock and roll. You can be a Clark Kent or a Lois or an Alice down the hole. You can be a vampire on a mountain with the heart of stone black coal. You can be a leather angel on a sleek black Harley bike. Or a redhead screaming faggot or a dazzling giant. You can lock yourself in a closet in a fine meat stove, but it really doesn't matter if you ain't got soul.
Marsha P. Johnson was another transgender woman of color who spearheaded the Stonewall liberation movement. She was an African-American drag queen and gay liberation activist. She co-founded STAR and organized ACT UP. When asked what the P as her middle initial stood for, she announced, "Pay it no mind," which became a trademark for her. Her body was found in the Hudson River in July of 1992, and her death was ruled a suicide by police. Friends say that she had not been suicidal and had been seen being harassed near the place where her body was found. It is very likely that this was a homicide, but police refused to open up the case. A close friend of Johnson said, "Marsha rose above being a man or a woman, rose above being black or white, rose above being straight or gay." Well, the encounter at the Stonewall Inn led to the establishment of many other Pride functions, such as the first Pride parades in the summer of 1970 in New York, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Chicago. And today, hundreds of Pride marches are held internationally at the end of June to commemorate the Stonewall Uprising. The Gay Liberation Front was also formed afterwards, which was consequently the first LGBTQ organization to use the word gay in their name. Within a few months of the uprising, activists also started a newspaper called Gay, which was created because the most liberal paper at that time, the Village Voice, refused to print the word gay. Pride marches still happen every year all over the world, but that's not the only thing that increases transgender equality today. The Stonewall Uprising led to a drastic increase of transgender visibility. Before this, people either didn't know transgender people existed or violated and abused them. Afterwards, there was more knowledge of the trans community because the uprising was so huge that even straight communities paid attention. Shows like I Am Jazz and Orange is the New Black have been coming out, promoting transgender visibility in the media. Even though the existence of trans people isn't respected yet, people at least know that they exist. People are still being murdered and raped and abused for being transgender. The fight is far from over. Their existence is being disrespected and questioned on an everyday basis. Over half of the trans community has admitted to either contemplating or attempting suicide, and 1 out of 8 transgender women are murdered. So it's fair to say that things are far from good yet. Also, modern pride organizations like the Human Rights Campaign completely disregard the existence of trans people because it's not good for their image to cater to anyone besides cis white gays. However, that doesn't mean nothing can be done. Spreading awareness by educating those around you, as well as donating to your local LGBT community centers and homeless shelters can make a vast improvement. Yeah, things are not great now, but that doesn't mean the future is hopeless.